Hi guys, it is now the Christmas holidays for me, which means 2 weeks of being able to do my own thing, which is amazing and I love it. I've been looking forward to it for ages after mock exams and so much revision. It's just such a relief to have 2 weeks to myself. So I thought that today I would talk you through some of the books that I'm going to be reading over the holidays as a very obvious theme, so that I do a very Bronte Christmas TBR because I have a wild obsession with the Bronte sisters at the moment. I have recently been reading Jane Eyre and it's so good and I'm really enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it as much as, say, Wuthering Heights, which I'm going to be talking about next week on my channel. I like it, but I don't love it as much. It's not my favourite of the Bronte's works so far. I definitely prefer Agnes Grey to Jane Eyre. I think because it's got such a similar theme. It's about being a governess. It's very similar, and for me Agnes Grey was just the better book of the two, but it's very good and I'm definitely going to be talking about this a lot more on my channel. I'll be doing a full review of it once I've finished it. So this is the first book I'm hoping to finish. I've got about 300 pages left. It's a very big book. I tend to read a lot of shorter classics, so I'm going out of my comfort zone a bit by reading a longer one. I don't know how long it's going to take me to read, but I'm getting there and I am enjoying it. It's just not as good as some of the others that I've read. After I've finished reading Jane Eyre, the next book I'm going to read is Charlotte Bronte A Life by Claire Harmon. This is a biography of Charlotte's life. Charlotte is a sister that I don't know a lot about, and Charlotte is also the sister that has told us all we know about Anne and Emily. After Anne and Emily died, Charlotte was the one left with all their stuff. She was left with all their writing, and the stuff that was published posthumously is down to Charlotte. Charlotte is almost the curator of the Bronte works, and so she has really shaped what the books became, but I don't know if I like Charlotte as much as I like Emily or Anne. I just can't warm to her in the same way that I can warm to those two. So I think this will be very interesting, and I think if I enjoy this I'll then go on to read Elizabeth Gaskell's biography of Charlotte Bronte. Elizabeth Gaskell wrote the Cranford Chronicles and she was the first person to write a biography on Charlotte's life. I'm so excited to read this. As I mentioned, I love Emily and Anne Bronte, and when they were younger they wrote together poems and short stories based on a world that they created called Gondal, and I'm fascinated by the idea of this place, and there's not many texts that exist from their childhood. So I did some research online and tried to find where I could find some of these poems that I knew still existed, because I think it has been rumoured that Charlotte destroyed a lot of Emily and Anne's work. So I did some research and then I found this book, which is The Brontes, Tales of Glasstown, Angria and Gondal, Selected Writing by Christine Alexander. This is a collection of the Brontes' juvenilia, things that they wrote before they became very successful writers. It is stories from Charlotte, Branwell, Emily and Anne. It's going to be amazing. Glasstown and Angria are the world of Charlotte and Branwell mainly, although I think Emily and Anne did have some contributions to it. When they were younger, the Brontes were given these soldiers, these toy soldiers by their father, and they made these characters out of them, and this whole world was created from these toy soldiers. I think it's going to be incredible. There's so much of Charlotte's work in here, a bit of Branwell's, and then short pieces from Emily and Anne, and just parts of things that have been pieced together from Gondal mainly, the characters and the settings and just going through it all. I'm ridiculously excited to read this book. I don't know the last time I was this excited to read something. I think it's going to be all my dreams come true in one book. It's just perfection, and I'm looking forward to seeing how their writing has changed as they got older. The next book is a pretty short one, which is why I've added it, because I know I'm going to read it really quickly, and it is The Night is Darkening Around Me by Emily Bronte. This is one of the books in the Penguin Little Black Classics series. This is number 63 and it is a collection of Emily Bronte's poems. She's an incredible writer. I love Wuthering Heights so much. I know this is going to be amazing. One to delve in and out of, I think. And then finally, if I get all of those done, which I'm not really expecting, but it would be nice to, I would like to read The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. Agnes Grey is one of my favourite books of 2015 and I really can't wait to read her second novel. This is drawn from Anne's experiences with Branwell, her brother, who was an alcoholic and an opium addict. It deals with a woman escaping her husband and taking her son and running away because her husband is an alcoholic. I think it's going to be brilliant and so moving, as I know that a lot of the Bronte's books are. This is a new vintage classics edition of The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. They've also brought out Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre, as I showed you the cover of Jane Eyre earlier. And I am so in love with these books. I think they are beautiful and really worth buying. So that was my Bronte Christmas TBR. I cannot wait to read these books. It's going to be brilliant. brilliant. I just know it. I love the Bronte so much. I have such an obsession with them at the moment. I can't stop buying related books to them. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon. Happy reading!